It is week 15 of training for the London Marathon, and I think I'm starting to freak out just a little bit. I have to remember that I have run races before. I've run 2 marathons, run a bunch of halves, or at least the distance of halves, and raced a few. So I have done this before, but I think every single training cycle has different things that come up, different insecurities or worries about the race. Let's talk about my race anxieties later in the week because I'm sure I'll have more thoughts about that. Strategy right now is just like not think about the race, like think about the logistics, but don't actually think about the, the running part. Event across London right now with Drunk Elephant. It's a little bit of a movement event, so that'll be fun. I have to pick up a book for this video. I kind of have no idea if I want to read something like substantive about politics or if I want to read like a mindset self-help book, but we will see together later. It's kind of gloomy and gray. We had some beautiful weather in London. It's back to being like bullshit outside. So let's get on the train and we'll talk about the marathon throughout this week. I'm 11 days from running the London Marathon. It's Wednesday now and I have a speed workout. For the London Marathon, I've been using this app called Runna that plans all of your training and your weightlifting. I've been really enjoying it. I have been tweaking the plan like as I've been training. Sometimes the paces are too fast for me. Sometimes the workouts are like too long or too hard. When I was traveling, I tweaked it a little bit and I think it's really important to do that. Now, if it's your first marathon, you might feel afraid to like go off of a plan, which I totally understand. When I trained for the New York City Marathon, I actually hired a coach because when I trained for Big Sur the other year before that, I got a stress fracture from overtraining. So I was like, I feel like such a beginner with running and I don't know where to start. And I found a coach to be very beneficial just to know like what was good for my body, what was too slow, what was too fast, how to program out a week of workouts. Now I'm using the app Runna, and since this will be my 3rd marathon, I think I have a better sense of my body than I did like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm confident, changing workouts, cutting workouts for my program. Using my massage gun now, I've decided to film a video every single day just chatting about running and like how I'm feeling about the race. People are coming up on their spring marathon, so I wanted to answer any questions that might be helpful to you guys. Today's run, I'm also testing out this race shoe. You might remember this shoe from when I ran the Paris half, which was like a month ago. I feel like time is just flying by. I wore the same pair of shoes for that race. Hoka invited me out to run the semi-day Paris. I found out about the race like a week before running it, so I didn't really like think I was gonna run it, but I had been training for the London Marathon. I said yes. Anyways, I go to the Hoka store to pick up these shoes. They're a unisex size. I'm kind of confused about like European sizing. I'm picking shoes that were like 2 sizes too small for me. Totally my fault, my issue. I've never done that before when I like hadn't really tested out a shoe before racing in it, but I just kind of did it because of the circumstances. So it was totally my fault. I exchanged these because I was like, cool, the shoe felt great. I'll wear it for the London Marathon. So we're testing out the shoes now so I don't make the same mistake. They are a carbon plated race shoe. They're very lightweight. Test out the race shoe and I will talk to you guys later. Hi everyone, my little speed workout low-key sucked, but that's okay. Go get some groceries, do some brand videos, and just walk around and enjoy the sun. I had a bad run, I'm trying not to judge it, and remember that like there were so many fucking runs throughout this marathon training cycle, and it's totally normal if like a run here and there goes bad. So we're gonna get on with our day and not dwell on it. New flowers from Freddie Flowers, which is like a local delivery, and it even came with this vase.
Don't care.
It is a Thursday, it's my rest day, so I did not work out. I have a 10-mile run tomorrow and I can't believe that the marathon is next week, so this is gonna be my last long run before the race. Today I went to go pick up some gels, some salt stick electrolyte tabs. I picked up the book for this video, which is a very short read by Mark Fisher about capitalist realism. I have had this book on my list for a very long time, like all throughout college, so I kind of wanted to read something short and sweet going into race day. I don't know if I'm gonna read something next week. I probably will, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I kind of want to read that new book about Facebook. I can get it a bunch at the bookstore today, and it's this former global policy person at Facebook basically exposing the company for all of its like fucked up greed and wrongdoings and like issues, and I've seen excerpts of it all over TikTok, but it is 400 pages long. So I don't think like reading that marathon week is probably gonna be best for me. I do my race playlist as well, which is really fun. I'm gonna listen to music for this marathon. I didn't listen to music for New York. I did for Big Sur because Big Sur was a no spectator course. And I figured I'll like start out without music and then listen to it when it gets hard for London, but we'll see. I just am having fun like going through all my old music and like getting very nostalgic about thinking like when I listened to this song and like what part of my life I was in. I don't know. Just getting a lot of like throwbacks of different eras of New York. So I'm gonna work on that and then another branded video, and it's basically Friday here. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow when I do my long run.
It's solid. I'm just putting up strong, brother.
We're here to get a Labubu. We've been to 3 places for them. Actually make that 4. This is our 4th spot to get this little evil cutie. Hi everyone, not me being stupid and stubbing my fucking toe 7 days out from the London Marathon. I can't believe it. I also like fucked up my finger when I was cooking. I don't know why that's not focusing. And I cut my finger the other day, stubbed my toe yesterday. So let's talk about it. I haven't really filmed over the past few days because I've been like down bad, like what the fuck am I doing with my life? So yeah, I was preparing to do my long run yesterday, ate my breakfast, did my usual bullshit, walked into the bathroom to go use the toilet, and I slammed my toe against our bathtub and my toe just like bent back to a 90-degree angle. You can imagine, not something you want to be doing a week out from running a marathon. So obviously I did not do my long run yesterday, and I just sat on the couch and was like icing it, elevating it, you know, calling my mom, freaking out. The news is it feels better today. It's just pretty bruised and inflamed, so I'm doing everything in my power to take care of it. It's kind of a mind fuck though, because you want to be feeling like you're confident going into the race and you know that your body's strong enough and you don't have any little things you're gonna have to worry about during the race, and also feel like you followed your training plan. And so I'm probably not gonna do anything this last week, like running wise, lifting wise, mobility wise, and just sit my ass fucking down and hope the toe gets better. But going against a training plan feels weird, and it feels like it's gonna lead to a lesser result. But in reality, I have to remind myself that any sort of run I do this next week is not gonna drastically change my fitness level. It's not gonna make me run a faster marathon time or feel stronger or like gain some sort of ability that I didn't have. And 15 weeks is a solid training block. 15 weeks is a solid time to be able to get this all done. I've had injuries in the past. I don't even think this is an injury. I think this is just like me being fucking stupid. But I've dealt with it before, and the mental side of the injury is challenging. And in the past, you know, it's led me to kind of spiral into eating disorder thoughts of like, well, I'm not working out, like maybe I should do something differently. And I'm at the point now where I know that's a stupid slope to go down. It's not gonna change anything. Yo-yo dieting is stupid. You're gonna fuck up your metabolism. You're gonna get stress fractures from running if you're not eating enough. It's not good. So I'm eating a lot. Henry's been an angel and just cooking and really taking care of me, which is great. I've had injuries when I was single because, you know, I've been single for most of my life, and it's not really fun to like take care of yourself and make yourself food when you're in pain and you're just bitching about stuff. So that's been lovely. It's Easter today here in London, so not a lot is open. We're not religious, so we're not really doing anything. Nothing really fun to film in this vlog besides my toe getting better, I guess. Back to walking today. It is still very bruised, but I was able to run 2 miles on it just to give me like the confidence that like, okay, I can race on it. It's not broken. Yeah, so not cute for me to do that a few days leading up to the race, but that's kind of my last update I'm going to give you guys in week 15. And then the next week vlog will be the finale to this whole series. It'll be the London Marathon. Crazy. It's called Capitalist Realism. I've had this on my list for a while. I think an NYU professor that works in like the politics department recommended it to me. So it's a pretty short book, but it's very theoretical. So I'll give you that warning before you read it. Like you're going to be underlining and kind of rereading sentences because it uses a lot of like very academic jargon. I think it's still accessible, but I had to stop at some points and be like, okay, what are we saying here about capitalism? So the theme of the book is capitalism, yes, and it's talking about how difficult it is to imagine alternatives to capitalism. One of the quotes in the book is that it's easier to imagine the end of the world than the fall of capitalism, something like that. Maybe I botched that. But the point of the book is that a lot of us have become disillusioned with politics and affecting change. We don't have a lot of avenues to influence our politicians or make economic changes or society change at all because of neoliberalism and how capitalism is like in our politics now, and it just kind of the way that we accept things to be. Like, it's so true. A lot of us young people especially feel so hopeless about ever affecting change. Like, when you look at so many big corrupt systems in the world and just how everything operates and how greed and inequality kind of bleed into everything, not to mention colonization and capitalism, it's just hard to imagine things changing, but that's exactly how, you know, capitalists want us to be. They want us to feel like we have no hope, that we just have to keep toiling away. And I think it's really powerful to imagine things getting better. You know, look at history, look at different societies that have tried different experiments to make things more fair and equitable. I'm not going to read a book for the marathon week. We're just going to talk about the race, take you along for that. Not literally, I'm not going to like run with my vlog camera, but we'll take you along for everything else. That's week 15. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to run the marathon, and I'll talk to you once I've finished the London Marathon. Thanks so much for watching.